Hi, my name is Monique Madrid, and I am co-creator of JAX Zombie Film Festival. Today, I have Mike Heath with us, and we're going to talk about filmmaking and your films. But first, congratulations of being selected. Not only one, not two, but three films. Like three films. Like
Yeah.
that's seriously pretty dope. So, how do you feel about that? First off.
That's pretty awesome getting all three accepted, you know. That was pretty cool. Weren't sure, because, you always have to wait and see what the feedback's going to be, but we're pretty confident in them.
Cool, cool. So, okay, let's first actually let's piggyback off that.
Okay.
So you had three films selected. When you came up with the concepts, is there any linkage between the three? Or are they three separate? Kind of tell us a little bit about it and if they're connected or how they all came to come.
Sure. So essentially, we started out with the one, but that kind of took off, and we started just having all these crazy ideas. Me and Mike W, which Mike Ladarzik, me and him do all of this together. But we started, coming up with all these different characters, and we're like, why don't we do this universe?
Got it.
So what we did is we decided to create the first three films, which two of them are linked. The other two, or the other one, is not really that linked yet.
Got it.
It's kind of in the future, but in the same universe, and eventually we will pull it back in with the other two, and they will end up meeting at some point. We know how. We just don't want to give too much of that away, obviously.
Fair. Yeah, come to the festival and you'll see.
Yeah.
So why filmmaking? Like what when did you know, or how did you know that you wanted to be a filmmaker?
Honestly, I've always been attention needy. Um, so I got into acting when I was real young. Took a hiatus, then came back, took a big role as a lead actor in a film locally done here called Snug, like about, I want to say it was like 7 years ago now. I was on set and I just was like, hey, I'd really love to see what y'all do back there. Can I jump behind the camera and watch and learn a little bit? And I don't know, during that process, it just took off. It just kind of, the bug just bit me, and I just was on, I've been on a roll ever since then.
Good job. And you do good work. I follow your
Thank
stuff,
you.
so you're pretty good. And then tell us, I know besides being a filmmaker, you have Real Insight Productions. Tell us a little bit about your company that you started for you.
Yeah, so right out of the gate, I knew I wanted to direct.
Got it.
But I also knew that in order to be able to pursue these passion projects, I had to, provide an income, obviously.
Yeah.
But a full-time job doesn't allow you, as we all know, to really follow those endeavors. The time constraints are just out of whack, right? So I eventually started up Real Insight Productions, which focuses on wedding and event videography and production, photography, and we do offer DJing services now too. But it just started, and now years down the road, I'm fully full-time employed by myself. Have several people that contract with me, but do in between 30 and 50 weddings a year.
Nice.
So it's really done well.
Good. Okay, so for anybody who wants to follow Mike Heath and your company, your film projects, tell them how they can find you.
Well, you can find me on Facebook with the / Mr. 904 Director. You can also find me on Instagram with that, Mr. 904 Director. And you can also follow Real Insight Productions for some of our cool content, wedding and uplifting stuff at Real, that's REEL, Insight Productions. And the same at Facebook as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming out. Congratulations.
Thanks for having me.
Not one, not two, but three. That's good. That's good. Thank you for coming, and thank you for tuning in. Really quickly, want to give a shout out to Kessler Creative as well as Buzz Media for always letting me, jump on their sets and talk to cool people like Mike Heath. LOL Zombie Film Festival, October 19th at Anheuser-Busch. Come on out. There'll be zombies, there'll be beer, and there will be, of course, filmmakers. Thank you for tuning in, and we are out.